Welcome back to the channel, folks, and to another battle report. Now we have a few games of Ardennes themed battles coming up, so we're going to the Eastern Front for this game, just to give us a wee break before we get stuck into that. Peter is going to bring his Hungarians again. That's a new army for him, so he's keen to try them out, and this time we're going to put them up against a fairly vanilla kind of Soviet list. Anyway, let's get on to the list, see what we're bringing, and onto the mission, and we'll take it from there. Right, Peter, you're bringing Hungarians. What have you got today?
Yes, it's from the Bagration book. What I've got, I've stolen a list from Rob Jones from Valley Gaming. It's the assault gun formation. So I've got an HQ there, and then I've got one platoon of 3 Zrnis, 3 Stugs, and then 5 Hetzers. And that's for my formation. In support, I've got an infantry platoon that I have upgraded to an assault pioneer platoon, and given them 2 flamethrowers, an extra HMG, and a Panzerschreck. And they've got a Panzerfaust, a limited 1 Panzerfaust.
And what does it mean when they're assault pioneer thingies?
Assault pioneer, they go to veterans, and they can dig in a 2 and clear minefield or cross minefields in a 2.
That's a good a good addition to a unit.
Other supports, I've got 100mm artillery with a spotter, and then 2 88s.
And then the wee slow-moving armour cars.
Slow-moving armour cars. I've only got 4 Stugs. So I need an extra Stug.
The Hetzers, yeah.
So I think Frank's going to give me an extra.
I've got a spare Hetzer. So basically, these guys are careful. Most of these are veteran. I think they're fearless veteran.
Yeah.
Oh, and you've upgraded.
I've got some command cards. I've got Lucky. That's the assault pioneer platoon, and then the HQ is upgraded. The gun's upgraded to a 75mm gun, which is a anti-tank 11.
So it's a bit of a direct fire support, because these guys can do bombardments, but the direct fire range is only 24 inches. Yes. Anti-tank 10. But it's a very interesting list. 88s as well for a bit of longer range backup. And this is one that Peter's seen when reviewing Rob's list for his Hungarians. He does lots of list videos. So if you don't already follow Valley Gaming, they're pretty close to 1,000 subscribers, which is an important milestone for a YouTube channel. So check them out, give them a sub, and give them some support. And while you're at it, watch a few of their videos, because there's absolutely loads of them, lots of battle reports and lots of lists. But it also means, Rob, if you're watching this, Peter's going to blame you if this doesn't go well. So here is the Soviet list I'm using today, made up of 2 formations plus support. First one is the Hero Motor Rifles. We've got 2 platoons of 7 bases plus Commissar. Now you can have 10 bases plus Commissar, and that's much more survivable, especially considering the fact that these guys are aggressive. But that would be an extra 8 points spent on the infantry, and I want a broader balance of units. So I've gone for the small units. I've got to remember that they are vulnerable due to their size and aggressiveness. Now you can take the Hero Motor Rifles from the Berlin book. I'm using the Bagration book just because it kind of suits the timeline of this game. The Berlin ones can take Panzerfausts, which makes a big difference. Limited 2, hitting on a 3-up in assault against tanks with Panzerfaust. Defensive fire, it's much better option, and you probably only really see them in competitive games in that configuration. But part of the formation again is the HQ, of course. Then the Never Leave Home Without Them if you're Soviet infantry, 6-tube mortar battery, and then I've not used these. I don't know if I've ever used these in version 4, but these are the 45mm anti-tank guns. With an anti-tank of 8, they could be useful in certain situations. Certainly looking after objectives. They're not going to be a prime anti-tank capability. And remember, I mentioned Berlin. If you took them away, that would give you enough points to fill them up with the Panzerfaust. Then, not as part of the formation, you can take it as part of the formation, 57mm anti-tank guns. Now I'm using the 76mm here because my 57mm need rebased. In version 3 they were on the medium bases, but they'll do the job. Now these ones that I've chosen are from support are the careful ones. It's much better to be careful when you're an anti-tank gun. You're much more survivable both to artillery and direct fire, and therefore can be more dangerous after you've popped your ambush against any surviving tanks. So they're in support, and then 122mm artillery. These guys hit quite well. You know, they got anti-tank 3, which means they can do something against tanks, you know, with a fair degree of success, especially against top armor 0 type vehicles. And then also the firepower 3 means not only can they destroy armoured vehicles if they hit them, they can dig infantry out a lot better. Then second formation, my favourite Hero T-34-85. I call these the 144s because they are tactical move 12 and anti-tank 12. I mean, that's a great combination. They're aggressive, so you have to be careful with them. If you can use them as a mob, then the potential damage they can chuck out is excellent. And it's 41 points, which means if I'm in reserve and I need to hold my ground, I've got all this on the table with these guys coming on from reserve, 3 platoons. Shouldn't take too long for them to get on. So it's a nice balance all round, but it's certainly not a list that's going to rely on numbers to survive, so I'll have to be careful how it plays. Today's mission is Encounter. We both chose an attacking stance, and this is what we rolled. It's a very straightforward mission in terms of deployment zones and objective zones. As you can see, just squaring off against each other. One player is going to be nominally the attacker by rolling a dice, highest is the attacker, and they can choose which side they want to deploy on. Otherwise it's very straightforward, though you've got to remember the player who goes first will be decided by the roll of a dice once again, so you can't be sure you're going to go first. So that leads on to special rules, which is meeting engagement for that first turn, so that there is no immediate advantage to the person who goes first, and scattered and delayed reserves. So what does this mean, scattered and delayed reserves, in terms of this mission? It means it's a slow burner. You're not going to get, how to put it, a critical mass that is in the right place at the right time to win the game early. You're going to have to wait for your reserves to come on and hope they come on in the right place to allow you to get that critical mass. If both players are kind of equal in experience and equal in lists, it's likely to be a long game as a result. This is also one of those missions where both players are going to alternately deploy a platoon. So one side can't see where the other is, and then deploy theirs based on the weaknesses they perceive in the opponent's deployment. So we're going to cover off deployment a platoon at a time in the next section. Let's start the deployment by looking at where the objective markers are being placed, and we've pretty much mirrored each other here in the kind of deployment, dependent on terrain, but the kind of deployment that's best for this mission, and that you're going to place the objective markers as far apart from each other as is practical in your opponent's deployment zone, so that they cannot mutually support each other. Now we're getting off to a flying start here again, folks, by deploying in the wrong order. That's my fault. I'm deploying the first platoon, but it should be the attacker. Normally the defender deploys first, but in this mission the attacker kicks the process off. So you can see I'm putting an anti-tank gun platoon, that's the small anti-tank guns, beside the objective on the bottom right. And Peter is putting his artillery behind the hill on the top left. So that's a good position to keep them obscured as much as possible. And then I'm going to respond with my artillery behind the wood on the bottom left, because that is a good position for them to keep themselves out of line of sight. Next up for Peter is the 88s going on a hill to protect that objective. He's only got one platoon of infantry, remember. Having checked that the hill on the bottom left is in range of the 88s, I am now placing my anti-tank guns. So I've got anti-tank guns on either flank against either objective, squaring off against the 88s for a bit of a shootout. Now Peter is going to place his assault pioneers to defend the objective on the top right. the wood there should give them some good cover, keep them out of line of sight to a degree and make my approach a bit tricky, especially for tanks if he wants to defend from within there. Now that I know where the infantry are going to go, though it was fairly obvious I suppose, my mortars are going down on the bottom right objective. I want them on this side of the table so that they can bring some fire down on that objective opposite them. Next for Peter is his Zerinjis. You can see he's making sure he's out with the range of my anti-tank guns. And now remember, Zerinjis can bombard, so I'm afraid my anti-tank guns are going to get it. Maybe I should have delayed deployment of them, but the Zerinjis have got a long reach, so I reckon that they were always going to be facing 2 artillery batteries. Now I'm placing my infantry behind the hill. They can't get much further forward at the moment. You can see in the bottom left there, but they're in a position to move forward because that's one hell of a target rich environment I've got in there. And then Peter is placing his observer so he can see down past the hill and past the wood. And on the right hand side I am deploying my other infantry platoon quite far forward. I do have a target in mind of heading off towards the church on the hill in a flanking position for the objective behind the wood on the top right. And then the HQs are going to go down in the opposite, diagonally opposite corners. I'm putting mine down on the bottom left and Peter's putting his up on the top right to support those areas. I've got a lot of assets down, a lot of important assets down in the bottom left, and I think Peter is looking to support those infantry because they might have to fight by themselves for quite a bit. And I'm going to place my observer on the bottom right so that I've got some eyes for my 122mm over on that side of the table. So that's us deployed, folks. This is one of those meeting engagement type games where you're going to be rolling off to see who gets the first turn. So highest goes first. Oh, Peter's going first.
I don't think I wanted to go first.
Well, that means I'll get the jump with artillery. That might be an issue, might not. Turn 1.
Hungarian at turn 1, the only movement is I've moved my HQ up to here and I moved my observer over to here. Everything else is staying put. So the only shooting I've got is he's going to have a shot at your mortars to try and put them down.
Okay, so that'll be 6s for range and got any ground.
And concealed.
Well, it'll be 3 normally, 4 range, 5 concealed, 6 got any ground.
Right. No. They've not got a tactical, have they?
No.
So they can't shoot?
If they move. Oh no, you fire at your moving rate of fire.
Right.
So it'll be one, you could shoot, they could fire at here, but these guys are careful. You get 2 dice looking for 7s basically because they've gone to ground.
Yeah, let's do that.
But then you won't be going to ground in my firing.
What are you still within?
Yeah, 28 inches.
28 inches. Okay, let's not do that.
Yeah, because then it'll be hit.
Yes.
Here I need 7s to hit you, otherwise it'd be 6s if you fired. So
Yes.
that's going to be it for a very dull turn 1.
Yep.
It's often the case in this mission. Soviet turn 1 movement. So I'm going to start by moving infantry. Now I would move the infantry on both flanks, but I don't like that assault gun sitting there on the right hand side of the table. That with some infantry to back them up, if they catch me in the open, I'm going to take a lot of hits and I'll probably fail a lot of saves. So I'm just going to move forward on the left to move into the fields under the cover of those anti-tank guns to keep the Zerinjis at long range. Now moving infantry out is a risk, but it's actually a bigger risk to just leave them to stay put. It might sound a bit daft, but in this game you get nothing if you don't take an objective. It's not just about holding an objective, so I'm going to be aggressive. And on the right I want to protect that observer, so if at the moment I just want to keep him alive by moving him out of line of sight from the Zerinji. Soviet turn 1 shooting. So I'll actually start with these guys, right?
Right.
It's going to be the anti-tank gun duel here, so I'm reading 7s to hit you though. Nah, not even a 6. Right, but in artillery now we're going to try and range in Yep, using my HQ here. So I will need 5.
Yeah.
Third attempt, at least arranged in.
Where do you want it? Just
So it's kind of there, because that way it gets 2 artillery, 1 80 and a wee Zerinje. So artillery right at the back, nope. The next one, nope. And then 88, nope. And then the Zerinje, nope. But it's ranged in there now, so if they can stay active, they might do a bit of damage. So that's going to be it for this side of the table. So over here, it's going to be my mortars. They're going to try and range in up in there, in that corner behind the wood. So it'll be 5s again. Right, second attempt. So what can I get in there? You got a...
I've got template here. So where? You 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 guys.
So there's what have we got there? We've got a Panzer Shrek, and then everyone else is the same.
Right. So first guy, no. Next guy, no. Guy in the back, yes. Shrek, nope. And then one more guy. Got one more guy, yeah.
So the one at the back.
Right.
And then
Okay, the one potential. No, he's fine. So they're ranged in. Don't have enough range to marker, just stick that down upside down. And that is going to be it for shooting, folks. Bit of a slow burner. Turn 2.
So Hungarian turn 2. So motivate, try and get this unpinned.
HQ's helping them out, and they're unpinned. And that's it for starting step, because those guys didn't take any hits.
Yes.
Hungarian turn 2 movement is just basically going to be defensive here and get the infantry that are underneath that template out of the way. It might mean that they're not dug in, but if they stay where they are, they're going to be re-rolling safe, so Peter's just going to edge them out of the template.
Turn 2 shooting. So the HQ is going to shoot at the mortars.
It's one hit.
One hit.
These are safe.
Okay, and then over here we're going to concentrate on getting rid of these tank guns and infantry, I think so. So first of all, these guys.
Right, they're in use.
Let's try.
You probably get all the guns.
I'll try and range in
Right
there.
Okay,
I'll get up there 5.
You veteran?
Oh, that's, yes, they're veteran. Let's just double check that. Yes, 5.
So you got it for 4s.
4, yes, 4. So first attempt. Second attempt. Oh no.
Third attempt, right, but these guys you'll be hitting, the guns, sorry, you'll be hitting on. You know, you get everybody, right? The guns you'll hit on 6s, the guys you'll hit on 4s.
Okay.
Or third attempt, sorry, 5s. So, first gun.
First gun. Nope. 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 Nope.
Right, and then
Commissar. Nope.
Platoon HQ. First base. Second base. That's
This one. Yeah.
that's the HQ.
Yep. Nope.
Yep. Right, so this guy then,
I'll move it.
he's okay. Next guy is a goner. And then Mr. HQ, he's okay. And then again. Right, so the next lot of artillery.
Next artillery, we'll try and range in there as well. They're trained. He's a veteran, but they're actually just trained.
Just go with the lower.
So 5. It's the same spot.
Right.
Same spot. So first attempt. Ooh, first attempt. That's
Right, okay. That makes a big difference because they'll just be forced to hit now.
4. Let's go there. No. 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 So 1.
Right. Then
Come on. No. Rubbish throwing.
holy smoke! Right, the HQ though, see if you get him.
I'm going over here to get him. No.
You do because he's aggressive. So does he save? He does. Does the gun save? It does because it's an anti-tank gun. But everybody's pinned now.
Okay.
So That's a right royal mess.
And then these guys are going to shoot at the guns.
Right, so it'll just be 6s then.
6s.
8 to 8s. Oh, 2 hits. They're going to show the artillery how to do it. Ah, 2 saves.
2 saves. Right, okay. What on that? That's everything.
Right, any shooting, scooting?
No.
Soviet turn 2 starting step. Do the guns unpin with the help of the HQ? They do. Do the infantry? And they do. And does the HQ? No. He's obviously knackered. Telling everyone else to be brave. He's got cat's eyes. So that's it for starting step. On to movement. Soviet turn 2 movement is going to be the platoon over on the left hand side again. Got to get them out from under the template, but also just try to push them forward in the hope of getting them dug in a forward position, ready to advance onto the objective. And if luck's on my side, it'll only be defended by artillery by the time I get there. We shall see. Soviet turn 2 shooting, folks. Let's start with the repeat bombardment. So there is. There's another in you. He's hit. I got at the back, and then the one on the hill, and then the 8 to 8. Oh, they're all hit. Right. So this. I take 3 against your top of 1. Chance to bail. Oh, he's bailed. Hope this isn't going to be a game where Peter can't roll above a 2.
Of course I'll be able to do that. So here.
Right. 4 up for this because it's a howitzer. And that'll do it. Next one. Oh my goodness.
I can do that with this one, that would be good as well. No.
Nearly. 3 will do it.
Okay.
Right, and my anti-tank guns, they'll have a go at yours, so we're needing 6s to hit your 8 to 8 long range, careful concealed. Not quite doing it, not quite doing it. And I think that's going to be it for shooting over here. And on the other side, my mortars have to find another target. Right, okay, so let's look at seeing through here. I can probably stick it down.
Over here.
Yep. Let's see. Like that, but I don't think I'm going to do much to get guys that are not dug in.
Well, you get one.
Get one guy.
Yeah.
Right, let's see if I range in then. Right. So I'm going to need 5s. 5 under 10.
So, where do you want to go? Here? Can you see there?
I can see.
That would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to get him, to be honest. So is there 5 guys who dug
1,
in?
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Right, so there's a heavy machine gun there. He's fine. The guy beside him, he's fine. Behind, and then behind again, and then the last guy. Oh, last guy. That guy there. He's okay.
Okay.
Right, and then stick that ranged in marker over. And I think that is going to be it, folks. Turn 3.
Okay, Hungarian turn 3. So unpin there, I've got a
right.
reroll.
With a reroll, hold on a second. The old magnetic tray out.
Force enough.
So, they've
over.
unpinned.
Let's try and
Remount, so they're fearless.
They're fearless. Can he do it? Yes.
Right, and then your guns.
The guns, the artillery. No, they
They're
can
not fearless, are they?
no, and then this
So unpin first.
pin first.
Yep, and then last stand.
What does it do?
To see if they've got any.
Let's see.
Oh, 6 will do it. So that's sticking around. So the artillery is all back in action over this side, folks.
Reserves. Here we go.
Oh dear.
Oh, look, here we go.
Right then, Peter, what's it going to be?
Oh, I got. Gee, was it? So is it 1, 2?
Yeah, it's always 1 on the left. That's the way to remember it.
And I can come on, well,
Anywhere from 16 inches of the corners, dependent on.
16 inches up here. I'll bring on the hetzers.
Hetzers, right. I need to get you a hetzer figure, but. Right, so.
Where do they come on?
Anywhere in the back edge.
Back edge, that's usually okay, isn't it?
Hungarian turn 3 movement. So you can see the Hetzers are moving on to support the Zerinjis going against my anti-tank guns. And that's a real disadvantage for anti-tank guns in this mission, especially if they're out of range, folks. They can't deploy from ambush. They can be very, very vulnerable and be picked off at leisure. And then on the other side of the table, Peter's going to keep doing his little hokey move here and just keep his infantry moving around out of the template, keeping them alive, risking being out with the dug-in again, but also avoiding the risk of re-rolling successful saves. Oh, and Peter is digging in the bases that moved last turn, and that's going to be a bit of a pattern.
We've done 3, so what did I?
Shooting.
Let's shoot. So the HQ will shoot at the mortars again.
Right, 5 needed.
1 hit.
Cocked. You know that kind of was.
That's a 1.
2, chance to get him. 1.
So 1 go on.
Which one are you going for?
Just anyone over there.
That one there?
Yeah.
So that's saying down to 5.
Right, and then over here,
I feel repeat bombardments
repeat
coming on.
bombardment from these guys.
These. Right, okay, 4 needed.
So that one, no. So 2.
Right, okay, so first guy's failed, second guy's failed. So 5 power.
5 power here. Let's.
Goner. Is it goner?
Oh, good stuff. Good dice. Good Hungarian dice.
That'll be the HQ one now.
Okay, and then that he'll have a shot. Yeah, he'll go for it.
Right, 88. 2 dice looking for 6s.
Oh, very close, very close. And then the Hetzers that come on, they are.
Oh, aye, they're slow fight. Overworked, so they'll be 7s.
7s. Oh, possibility.
Getting there.
Okay, let's just. No.
Maybe they're taking a hammering.
And that's going to be all my shooting.
Any shooting and scooting?
No shooting and scooting.
Right.
No.
Soviet turn 3 starting steps, so we've got unpinning to do and he can give them a reroll. That ain't going to do it. Does he unpin? Holy smoke.
Oh.
He's so far rolled for himself 2, 1, 2 and 3 1s. I'll double check them, but I don't think they're fearless. And then 1 dice for reserve. Oh, it's going to be T-34, so where are they coming in? Coming in over there to bully your HQ. Soviet turn 3 movement. Going to start by bringing the T-34s into cover on the bottom right hand corner there to bully the poor HQ who's now found himself very exposed. And now that I have some support there, I'm going to start moving the infantry up through the wood. Going to do a follow me as well to see how quickly I can push on towards that hill and the bulletproof cover of the church. On the left, I really don't fancy moving the infantry forward, so they're just going to see if they can dig in that field and see if they can get some support coming on their side too. Turn 3 shooting, so I'm going to start with my artillery again. So I think there's probably 1 Hetzer underneath, but did you not mean to just push them?
No, I couldn't.
Because you were firing over.
Oh yeah, you're not going to do anything. You're not going to hit him.
Excellent, that's what I like to hear.
So this guy.
The Zinri is missed.
Is that 3?
Yeah. Hetzer's missed. The gun though.
It's missed.
Oh my goodness, folks.
It's hit.
Terrible. Is it going to make it?
No.
No, didn't make any at all, but it's gone. So I've killed 1, but I'd like to have got rid of 2 of them by now to make them re-roll successfuls, but the Zinderies are doing the damage anyway. So that leaves my 2 anti-tank guns before they die against you. I managed to get a hit on your 18.
So right.
4 up save. Yeah, he's fine. Let me see. So over here on the other side of the table. So let's start with my T-34s going for your HQ.
Okay.
You're going to be in the open, so I'll need 4s. He's only been hit 3 times. The front armour 7?
So I've got it at 12.
Yeah.
Oh, jeepers, I'm not going to do that, am I?
Well, wait, let's see what the dice say. The dice say no, not today, so...
Oh, he's away.
He's a goner. Right, and then my mortars, they're probably going to try and range in down the side of the wood. I can't really see deep into it. 2 inches is as far as I can see. Let me see. 2 inches, well, I could put my point in there, or I could put it right on the edge here. Yeah. That's what I think I'll go for, right? But I will need 5 to range in. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you get.
So that's going to be that line there.
Right, so these two are dug in.
Right, okay. So let's see you hit.
Oh yes, that's it. So
And remember, 0 misses. First guy is hit.
he's hit, yeah. And then
Next guy is missed.
this guy.
Guy's not dug in is hit. And then another guy is missed.
So this guy's not dug in.
Yeah.
So he needs a save. No,
He's a goner.
He's a goner, and then
It's the guy, there's a guy behind.
Right,
Yeah.
him,
Yep.
and then
The guy very, very front.
the front. Okay.
Hmm.
He fails.
He's a goner.
He's gone too.
I think that's going to be it for shooting. Turn 4.
Okay, Hungarian turn 4. So I'm
Starting
trying to
step.
unpin this guy. They need a 4. Let's see. No, they
No,
don't.
because HQ's not there to help.
The artillery needs to.
Random wood there, folks.
Oh, no. And
that's- oh, aye. I stand on the 88.
Oh no, he's away. I think.
They're confident.
Confident, yeah.
Okay. So that's it for motivations. Reserves, 2 dice.
Reserve. See if we go. I've got 2 dice. I can do that. No.
Not this turn. Hungarian turn 4. There might be a bit of digging in with infantry, but pretty much Peter is going to stay put and shoot. See if he can reduce the defences on the hill on the bottom left a bit further.
Shooting.
So repeat bombardment from you.
Repeat bombardment for they'll go in there.
Right.
So
First one.
this one.
No, not this turn. Right, it hits us all.
The hits us all shoot. So
So it's 10 dice. You just need 6s this
2,
turn.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Just need 6. That sounds easy.
It should be.
1.
1. Got to make a save of the last stand. And 2, so we get -3 up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you probably want to try and get
Well,
that one,
that one you want to.
and I'll try mistaken target, and I do, so it's going to be on that one.
Right.
So he'll be away, just to keep that there for,
Yeah. Reroll.
though to be honest, 1 gun is not going to do anything.
I think that will be.
Yeah, because over here your infantry are just going to have to keep their heads down.
Wait for the reserves coming.
Turn 4, Soviet start step, so let's see if he can...
Unpin.
I'm just glad he's not in a hurry to get anywhere. That's ridiculous. He's now evened out though, that's 3 1s and 3 2s. Do they last stand though? They don't have a unpinning to do.
Reroll.
So it's staying. It's got nothing to shoot at, but it's staying. And then 2 dice for reserves. One's coming in, it's going to be another T-34 platoon. And it's coming in anywhere on the back edge, which is probably quite good for me because I probably need some help over here. Soviet turn 4 movement. Now I've got reserves coming on. They're coming on the left, as we'll see. So on the right I'm going to push up into the church, and then I am going to manoeuvre my T-34s over as well to protect them from anything approaching from the corner area, you know, like the flanks. So with the help of a cross here, the T-34s are going to move over with their flank protected by the hill on one side and the cover off the wood, and their armour facing forward towards any potential flanking reserves. I'm also going to move the 45mm anti-tank guns. They might as well come forward a bit, see if they can get some supporting fire for the infantry when they move up. But cross checks are required to get them out of the wood, and it's not very successful. Only the 2 out of the wood can move. And on the left, you know, I'm quite outnumbered here, outranged as well, so I'm just going to keep my T-34s behind the hill for the moment. they've got options of moving out. Remember, they can blitz on a 3+ because they've got the what's it they call it, crafty for the hero T-34s. So they're going to stay put on that side, and I can maybe push on the right. So at turn 4 shooting, I think I'm going to just have to repeat that bombardment again. There's only one gun and a couple of tanks under it, but if I can get that gun. But the guns are
Go for that.
oh,
Yeah.
he's hit. Hits are hit. Gun hit.
Oh, right. Okay, so we'll go for it. We'll do that. Shotgun.
It's fine. Oh, really? He has got it.
Oh dear. Smoke.
I tell you, it shouldn't anyway kill a lot of tanks, because he's got to roll a 1, and I've got to pass my firepower. And the gun, is it going to make it reroll save? No. Am I going to get it though? I'd rather get this than the hits are strangely enough.
Oh.
No!
Good, well.
Because killing the hits isn't necessarily going to keep my infantry alive. That's the thing. I'm worried about those guns getting turned on the infantry, and then maybe the way opening up for an attack down here. Now on the other side, there's only going to be 6 shots coming out of the side of the church into the, let me see now, 16 inches. Can I see anybody who's not dug in? That's within 16 inches.
Two guys at the
Nah. So I'll just be going along the edge of the wood,
yeah.
targeting the heavy machine gun to start. 1 hit. Because you'll be going to grind for the guys in the wood, they never moved.
What are you, machine gun?
Yep, so you can try mistaking target if you want.
Try mistaken target, yeah.
You do, so stick it into somebody. Yep, I can see him, so he's fine. And that's going to be it. They can't shoot. Neither can the guns because they all crossed here. So that'll be it for my turn 4. I never managed to get those guns again, folks, but there is at least 1 less hit, so.
And they won't unpin.
They might not, but if they do, they might hurt. Right, we forgot the mortars, folks, so we're going to try and range in over there.
Yeah.
Right, so first guy who's dug in is, oh, better roll twice. He's hit. Next guy that's not dug in, he's hit.
Yeah.
Guy behind him who's dug in is hit. And the guy at the back who's not dug in is hit.
So the guy at front.
Right, just 1 save needed, it's not a repeat. Oh, right, he's dug in, no, he's fine.
And then the guys in the open.
He's okay.
The guy who's
Dug in. You're doing this in the right order.
The guys in the open.
Just 1. That could have gone better, but I got too many hits. To be honest, that was a lot of hits. Turn 5.
Turn 5, right. Okay, starting step. And try and unpin the infantry.
You do?
Good. Oh, I'm trying to unpin these guns. This is the big one. And they
still don't.
Fail.
Right, 3 dice for reserves.
3 dice for reserves. Here we go.
Oh, and don't forget your lucky card. The lucky card is sitting in the woods because
Oh, so I got one.
something's coming on.
Do I want to? No, I'll make the Stooks need to come on.
Right, so let's see where they come on.
Right.
Anyway, in the back edge. So that's quite handy for you. You're not going to get around the side of me, but you're not really in a position to do much around the side of me, but you can arrive and start shooting my tank straight away. Jim in turn 5 movement sees the arrival of the Stooks, and you can see Peter's moving them up there behind cover. Get them into short range as much as possible of my T-34s, but mainly behind cover to keep them safe and in control of that side of the table. On the left, Peter's going to move up the Hetzers, but keeping them out of line of sight as much as possible behind the house there, just in case I come charging over the hill.
Okay, Hungarian turn 5, shooting.
Right,
They're
Stooks.
going to shoot it. Yeah, this guy is close range.
Short range, okay, so that'll be 4.
4, and then they'll be 5. So for the 4, no, and 2, 5.
No, that'll do it. This is long range, so my armour will be 7. So what ones are you hitting?
I think I might not be able to see
Yeah.
that guy. So
Middle 2?
middle 2, yeah.
Oh no! He's failed, another one's passed.
So
He's just bailed.
Oh, look at that.
There's not particularly good motivation of those guys. They're just confident.
I will do a repeat bombardment to try and get rid of that.
Right, is there any use?
Yes.
Right, so one chance on a 4.
4.
No, that's what it can be like when there's just one thing left under the template.
He moved, but he'll still have a shot at the.
Oh, the hits are. Right,
It's easy.
HQ. You will need a 8. Oh, you need an 8.
8.
He's going for it. I once seen Peter get, what was it, 4 shots and he got 2 8s out of it. So he can do it.
And that will be me.
Right, any shooting and scooting?
No shooting and scooting.
Soviet turn 5, so well the HQ.
You're going to unpin. You're going to unpin. There.
He's still wearing a 2 in there, but he's managed it. He's figured out, you know, like he's got a job to do. Over here, one remount to do. He doesn't. I could have done with that as well because they're going to go toe to toe with those Stoogs, and they're going to be tough. They're going to be hard to hit, needing 6s. So I think that's it for motivation. My last reserve is going to come on automatically, and it's coming on that side, anywhere within 16 inches of the corner.
A wee last.
Oh, sorry, aye.
Stand there.
Last stand. That gun.
With a wee roll. Or 6 and a 6.
That'll do it. Soviet turn 5 movement sees my HQ T-34 arriving on the right to get himself in line of sight of the Stoogs, but also to give some motivational support to the platoon. Now I'm going to start pushing up on the left because I've got some tanks over there. This is probably a very bad idea. Infantry moving out in the open with all those vehicles around, but you never know. I might get lucky and get an attack in against those artillery pieces. But you know, one thing's for sure, as I keep saying in this game, folks, you get nothing for sitting on your backside. You have to try and take an objective, so some aggression is required. And I'm continuing to consolidate my position around that church, get as many bases firing as possible against that objective on the top right. So at turn 5 shooting, do I arrange in somewhere else, or do I... Tell you what, right, so little anti-tank gun is going to have an argument with a hitzer, so I'm going to need 6s to hit you because he's right behind the house here, folks. No. Over here. So he can only see 1, right? Okay. But that'll be short range, right?
Yep.
So it'll be a 5 to hit, and then I'll do the other ones that are long. 1 hit, and then 4 needing 6s. Nah. Right, so it's got to be on him because he can't see anyone else. So short range 7 against 12. Oh well. He's bailed. But he's fearless, he'll be back in the blink of an eye. Right, my HQ, he's gonna have a go. And he gets a hit. My goodness. Right, so you can try mistaking target on the bailed one.
You see the...
I reckon, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, let's try and do that.
And you do, sorry. Right, so you'll be go up to 8 now for
8,
range.
8 and 10.
Oh,
Double bailed.
But so whatever the remount score is,
I'll just check.
because it might be better than a 3 if they're fearless. It's also the last card.
It's the second last card. No, it's a 3.
3 up, and don't forget you got a lucky if you need it. Do you want to try and keep them in? Do you want to use your lucky or keep it for a motivation?
Yeah, I'll try to use it. Yeah.
That keeps you in, right? Okay.
But that's the card.
Get rid of that lucky card. At least we remember to use it. Right, so I wonder, what will I... Yeah, you know what? So I'm going to try a shoot and scoot with these. Yeah. But they've got to do cross checks. 1, 2, 3. Dear. At least there's only one can see him. And then these 2 are going to pull back. So just more than... He can't. So he's still got a target. There's not much I can do with that, but I want to try and stay alive. and wear you down perhaps. Right, so my artillery then. So what am I going to do? Do I just try and range them in?
Remember, they're going to unpin this turn. They're going to unpin.
I know, but I've got one dice to hit them. You know, this is the artillery. Do I go for artillery and one syringe, or do I try and range in over here? I think that's sounding like right under the table, but what's the other side of the room? Right, or do I try and range in over here? Oh, tell you what, first things first, I'm going to remember my mortars.
Don't forget the mortars.
So there's still 3 bases there.
Yep.
You're all dug in now, eh?
Yes, yes.
Right, so
On the front.
one at the front is hit, the next one is hit,
And
then missed. So front 2 with rerolls this time.
front.
Oh, that's a fail. Oh, fail, another fail firepower over there, folks. And he's fine. You know what, I'm going to use my observer to try and call an artillery on your Stoogs. See the direction of fire's over there, see if I can get it where there's no... But I've got to be able to see it, so it's got to come... Nah, it's going to be terrain under it. Right.
You can get 3 of them.
Third attempt. 6 is needed. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, go this one first then.
Yeah. Nah, you're okay, but I'm raised in there now. Sits that one over on the other side. So very indecisive, folks. Nearly got a Stoog. If I'd got that Stoog, maybe we wouldn't have had to shoot and scoot away and maybe just stay for the fight. As you can see, I'm trying to push on over the infantry.
Don't forget the infantry.
Right, so there's a bit of moving about. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 dice going for your infantry. Just starting with the aiming at the heavy machine gun, and we'll just back out for there. 2.
So
Heavy machine gun and the guy behind him, and then you can try
and bounce it onto someone else from the heavy machine gun.
Yep.
So
it's probably going to have to be for range and visibility him.
Okay, so this guy.
Fine.
Right, and this guy.
Fine. Okay, that's it, folks. So pushing on here, I need to see how that goes before I commit my infantry, and then try and get more artillery over there. Over here, I've kind of given up on killing those guns because I'm only under the template of one. One of them under the template even. They're staying put now. You know, the Hetzers have got a 32-inch range. They've got a 28-inch range. The Zerinjis, I've got a 24-inch range. If the Hetzers weren't there to help them, I'd go and bully the Zerinjis, but the Hetzers could blitz on a 3 and then be clobbering me on a 5 with 8 dice and all that could hurt. So I'm going to play it cagey here and see what I can do over here. Turn 6.
6, let's see.
So motivations.
Let's get this infantry unpinned.
Right, do the unpin.
No.
Does the Stu get back in?
Let's still get back in.
I'm disappointed. Well, that's shooting for nothing.
Anything? This is.
Aye.
They're going to unpin. Yeah, they're going to unpin. Yes.
Knew it. It wouldn't have mattered if I'd hit them last turn. They've unpinned this turn. So your last surviving reserves, where are they coming on?
So let's
remaining reserves.
Let's see where they come on. 2.
Over that corner.
Do I want them there?
16 inches of the corner, so you can possibly move them out. They're not the fastest moving. Hungarian turn 6 movement is going to see the arrival of the armour cars, but they're just going to keep their heads down. There's too many nasty T-34s around that corner of the table, but they could be quite handy to help defend that objective, so Peter's going to keep them out of line of sight behind the wood. And on the left, Peter is going to go for my infantry here. They're probably too juicy a target to ignore. He's going to move the Hetzers and the Zerinjis up using machine guns, try and whittle me down, and he's going to protect that move, at least he hopes so, with a smoke bombardment.
Turn 6 shooting. So first of all, I'm going to try and put some smoke down over
This area here.
this area here.
Right, so I can't. move through it, right?
So it'd be a 4.
4 because they're trained, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do it. Right, have you got some smoke counters handy? Or?
Yeah, I've got some, yeah. So I've got
So if I did a
3
normal
guns.
tactical,
Uh-huh.
I could be as far forward as that.
Uh-huh. So I've got the
I'd have to...
6. So somewhere here.
That would mean I'd have to pass a blitz to be able to get through it. And that way you can still be shooting at...
The infantry.
Yeah, but you want to be sticking it.
Uh-huh. Over here.
So I can't just... I can potentially go wide, but your smoke screen's only going to be so big.
Mm-hmm. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You kill my poor infantry?
Well, that's the question. Probably not with my dice throwing. They're going to stay. Right. Okay. So what we'll do first? Let's go over here first.
Right. Okay.
And so, do you think this one can see that the live guy?
Yeah.
So he'll go first, and was that short?
Short range.
Short range. So,
Fours. That's
Oh,
2 hits so far. Now the other ones, you've got a choice. Because I am too far apart to join,
Yeah.
you've got him and them.
Yeah.
He's long range and they're all long range, to be honest.
Tricky. Let's go for the HQ.
How many for the HQ?
2. So.
Oh, you're going to clobber them, right? Okay.
Well, I'm going to call it. So
We've already got 2 hits there.
it'd be 3, 4, 5s.
5 to hit.
5s to hit. 5s to hit. Yeah.
Now, if you kill those 2 units, my tanks are gone, you know.
Yeah, but right. Let's go for. I'll clobber the HQ.
Right. Okay.
No, I won't.
Or alternatively, right. Saves.
Saves.
So, unbailed guy. Bailed guy, no. Right, if I put a kill the unbailed guy, he's bailed, and the bailed guy is bailed, so he's going to get a remount. He's not going to get a motivational benefit. He's gone. He's still got one. One dead, one bailed. That's not so bad. It's looking pretty impossible for me to get any forward movement against
I don't
those
know.
stooks. Right, now to beat up my poor infantry.
So let's. I've got so. I'll go with the Stoogs first. Not the Stoogs, the Hitzers rather.
Right.
Hitzers. So they moved. They have got 2 machine guns.
Right, so there's one in the open.
So we'll go for him.
Him first in the open. There's 2 hits, and then the other one's concealed.
So that'll be
4s.
4s. No, and then this guy. 1, and then this guy.
Right, so there's 4 guys up there.
So I got a point.
Fine.
Fine, all fine. Alright, so and then these guys.
They're going to use their MGs too,
Yes, they're going to use them.
and they'll be in the opening because you're elevated.
2 each. He's not elevated, I don't think. So,
Right, okay.
so we'll go for him. So that'll be
4s and 3s. He'll be a 4.
4. And I said 2, 8. Yes. So 4s. Nope. And then
3s. Right, you're going to stick that in the commissar. So I'll try mistaken target. Oh dear. Commissar, no, that was my mistaken target.
right.
If he fails, he's a goner. He's still alive. But that was 5 hits, so they're at least pinned. I'm surprised they're still alive, but they're now going, what the hell did we do there?
That's all shooting at it. That's it.
Right, shooting and scooting or any such thing.
No.
So motivation for these guys, they're going to get a reroll because of him, he's close enough, and the commissar's still within command range and everything, so they make it. So they're unpinned, but that's so they can run the hell away, I think. And then there is a remount to do they just can't do remounts, unfortunately. If he'd have mounted up, I maybe could have got a bit of a push on, but it's, what am I doing? But it's not looking good. Soviet turn 6 movement. Now significantly at the start of the turn I failed to dig in on a 3-up, mind folks. Failed to dig in those infantry that are stuck out there on those fields, so they could be in big trouble. I'm going to move my anti-tank guns. I've got a fairly decent tactical move just to try and get some pot shots at armoured cars, get them in the game. The HQ T-34 is joining the platoon. I'm repositioning there. I don't seem to be having much luck hitting the Stugs and doing any damage, at least at long range, so I'm thinking, will I try and move around the flank of the church, or will I perhaps find myself moving over towards the left? So I'm just keeping my bets open just now. Right, Soviet turn 6 shooting. We forgot about him, he failed his last stand, that gun. Even with a reroll, looking for a 3-up, he's legged it. So, what shooting is there going to be, actually? Well, the mortars for a start. Okay, we've got mortars. Right, so there's still 3 bases under there?
Yes, I think I tried to keep the...
Yeah, you're fine. So, front base is hit, middle base is hit, back base is missed. So the front 2 with reroll saves.
So, front one, possible.
Nope.
And then the back one, saves.
You know, I think I failed 4 firepowers against him. They should be in a bit of a worse nick than they are. Right,
Same.
yeah, they might as well keep shooting because I've got to kill something or there's nothing going to happen. Aim at the machine gun again. There's no shooting from them. Right, my anti-tank guns. 2 of them can see 2 of them can see your armor cars, but you're still going to get concealment because of this. And I take it you've got scout.
Yes, but it would only work for the concealed ones. If it were.
But you will be concealed though because of this terrain here.
Oh right. So it's 4 up normally to hit. So
right, so we've got on the ground. So looking for 7s. I think that's the second 7 I've ever had in my life, folks. So
you're going front armour 1. What, I guess what's your 8?
Got up to 2 against my 8.
2. So I just need a 6. No.
Bailed.
Is it bailed?
If I pass firepowers on that side, it might be a wee bit better, folks. It might be a dead Stug, 3 dead infantry, a dead armour car, but just not getting much traction. Let me think. Other side. Oh, my artillery. Ah, right. This is like winging a prayer stuff, but I'm going to try and kill Stugs with my artillery.
That's what maybe I should have made it shoot, but not to worry.
Well, it's 4 inches. It's probably not going to take
them out.
No, still not oil them. 1, 2, 3. I think you're fine. You're fine. Just stay there. It won't be a problem at all. Turn 7.
Turn 4, right. So motivate. Try and unpin
Infantry.
No.
I think that's it, isn't it? Oh no, you got a remount on an armoured car.
Yes. So let's see what I get. 2 is not going to be big enough. So there's.
Hungarian turn 7 movement, starting with the Stugs. They're going to attempt a blitz move and fail. So they're going to move then to get into line of sight of the bailed out T-34. But remember, it's going to be gone to ground because it never did anything at all last turn and it's concealed. And on the other side of the table, well, Peter is going to bully the living daylights out of my poor infantry that failed to dig in. He's going to position the syringes here, for instance, so that they can potentially get an assault in, and then just get everything in a position to machine gun as much as possible.
Again, turn 7 shooting. The Stugs who failed the blitz are going to shoot at that one time.
Okay, so you're going to have 4 dice then?
4 dice.
Now, short range, normally 3s, I'm concealed.
It'll be 3 dice.
One of them didn't move though.
Oh, right, yeah, but failed, right, okay. 4.
So, 3 normally, 4 failed blitz, 5 concealed, and 6 got on the ground because I didn't move.
Oh, no.
So he's still alive. Do your infantry want to shoot up at my guys at all, your armour cars?
No. Do I? Yeah, well, are they shooting uphill? Can they shoot over
Aye.
their tanks?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. They'll shoot their main guns because
Right.
they get the same number of shots for the main guns. They get two. No, they don't. They get 2 shots with the main guns. Yeah, they'll do main guns.
2's not bad for a main gun.
Hitting this shot, so they'll be sitting 5s at times.
4s.
4s. 1 hit.
Now you're going
What have you got? Have you got anything?
to... the commissar's not up at the window, so just an ordinary guy, he's okay.
Okay. Do I want to fire back at them with machine gun?
You're pinned.
Yeah, no, let's not do that. Zoom over here. Let's try a bombardment.
Okay.
Oh no, what I was going to do. No, let's shoot with these guys first. So over here, 6 shots.
So they're going to shoot this group?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so looking
Have
for
we gone to ground?
5s.
Conceal gone to ground.
What the hell, 5 hits?
5 hits.
Right, so it's going to be all the aiming up. It's close enough to spill on, you can take
Yeah.
that base or the HQ, your call.
That piece.
Right, okay, so I'm going to see if the commissar is close enough to mistake a target hell. Got to try, really. Right, so does he mistake target? He does.
He does. So,
Right, so put it like that.
And then those.
So, first guy, sadly he's no longer with us. Next guy, sadly no longer with us. No longer with us, come on.
Dear.
I'd like to actually make a save.
Yeah.
And then the last
That
guy. I only passed 1 save out of 5. Well, at least I don't have to worry what I'm going to do with them now.
Then the hetzers will fire. They'll shoot into them so that, well, they're concealed by the ground, aren't they? Because they're trying to dig in. And
Yeah, they're not moving, not shooting, any such thing, so 5.
so 2 each. That's quite good. That's 4.
Right, so you're targeting,
Well, I think target.
he's
Oh.
not close enough now.
And so. So.
You could target him and then make him
Yeah,
join.
so
So target the HQ. And,
Yeah, target HQ.
okay, so that was how many?
4.
4, so 2 each. So HQ's dead. And the other guy, he's dead. Just to make it nice and neat and easy. That must be one of the worst series of infantry saves I've made.
Right, the artillery are going to. See what one's too right. The observer's over here, so he's going to maybe try and range in there. I might catch. How many? Can I maybe catch 2?
3. Oh, no, you come that way. 3.
I'm coming from here, missing that hill.
Yeah. You get 3 there.
So I'll be at 5 to range in.
Right.
That's always been my issue. First attempt. Second attempt. Oh. And last attempt. No. So I failed to, and I think that's good. Oh, that's me all shooting.
Right.
No,
So you're going to try and clobber them in assault.
Yes.
So 1 going through there, 2 going through there.
Yes.
Right, so just what is your assault?
It's 4.
Right.
So these
2 against Commissar. He's a gunner, and 1 against the other guy. He is a gunner. So you can consolidate.
Yeah. So I'm just going to. Let's put them in here just in case you don't stay in the hill. And that's me.
Right, that was a bit painful, folks. So the turn 7 starting step, so there's going to be a remount with a reroll. So he gets back in. And then I think that is it for motivation. Now, they they're always in good spirits, so he's not dead. That platoon isn't, the HQ platoon's not gone, but he's not the HQ.
But does he not become the HQ?
He's not within 6 inches.
Oh, right. So just stay there, does he?
So he will be just like a wee sort of independent unit.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he's still a proper unit, he can still assault or whatever, so and take an objective, but he can't be giving people rerolls and things like that. Not that there's any, that was the only thing he could maybe reroll over this side anyway. But he's, as far as I know, he's not the HQ because he died, the HQ died out with 6 inches of him. So, that's it for motivation and on to movement. Soviet turn 7 movement, and it's panic time, folks. Things are not going to plan, so I'm going to have to move the platoon of T-34s with HQ on the right over to protect that flank. I'm going to have to go defensive now. So I'm trying to get flank shots as much as possible, but get some long range shots in to begin with at least against the Hitzers, using the hill to protect me from the Stugs. I'm not moving the T-34s on the bottom left because I've got no real guarantee of doing a lot of damage to those Hitzers. First of all, because of the way my dice have been going, but secondly, I'll need 6s just to hit them, and I'm only going to get 3 dice. Chances are they'll still be alive. Can perhaps move forward into a blind spot. You know, there's a way to protect them, and then clobber my poor T-34s on the hill. I think I'll start over here with artillery. My mortars.
Mortars.
So there's 3 again.
So, going from front to back.
So back to.
So that one is okay, and then.
See, they've killed absolutely nothing for about 3 turns, which is just not very good. So my artillery, using the spot, is going to try and range in the same.
You still got him under the.
It's just 1 tank. I'm going to try and kill infantry. So ranged in. So 3 bases, same spot.
Same spot.
Yeah. 3 bases. 1, 2, 3. The back one's hit. So he's away. This is going to not really do anything in any kind of time, to be honest, a bit of a waste. Right, this here, still going to be concealment because of the wreck of the terrain. I reckon there's no clear path. Aye, short range.
So 4 5s.
1 hit.
1 hit.
I'm not fussed. No, I'll try and put it on him.
Right. I'll try and swap it to him.
Right, do you swap? No. Oh, that would have been nice for a save.
So,
There we are. That's a short range, so it's not enough.
Not enough.
But once again, it's another failed firepower, folks. There could easily be 1 Stug left alive over there, but there you go, there's been 3 failed firepowers on them. Right, so these guys aiming over at the Hitzers, looking for 6s.
6 over here. Oh, 1 hit.
It's going to go straight through because it's on your side.
Which one?
Which one am I going to go for? I'm going to go for.
You got the range for any others?
I'm going to try and get. Oh wait, no. I go for him. I don't know if I've got the range. Him there.
What is it? 28.
Yep.
Yeah, the first 2.
Him there.
Yeah.
So you can try and move it on the nearer one if you want.
I can move it further. Oh no.
No, I'm out of range.
All right, you can't. All right. Okay, so just take that one.
Right. So. Hey, part of firepower. Oh, right now. That one that's in the woods is going to try and shoot and scoot. He does, but now he's got to pass across. And he does. So he'll move back 4 inches. That can get him out of the wood this time. But he's still visible. If you can get up, you can probably still see him, if you see what I mean. But and then I think, folks, that's going to be it. I really don't see me getting a win in any circumstances. Over here, I've just failed too many firepowers. Otherwise, that I could take this unit and maybe push on with the infantry in a position to help out. The infantry there should be whittled down to about half by now if I got half decent rolls. Stugs maybe down to 1, not happening. Over here I definitely can't do anything because I tried to make some gameplay with infantry moving up, and there's no infantry left, so they are going to have to stay put, and they are going to have to come try save them. Turn 8.
In turn 8 starting step, so I'm going to try and unpin the infantry. No, try and get the guy, the Stug back in. Yeah, he's back in. And that's
That's it for motivation, yeah. With a wee Kasaba Makar.
3's not enough.
Nah. Hungarian turn 8 movement is going to start with the Stugs moving over to protect the flank of the main attack. Get some shots onto my supporting T-34s. On the left, Peter's going to move the Syringes behind the shadow of that wood, but also in a position where they can perhaps have a go at the artillery behind the wood on the bottom left. And you can see the Hetzers are following them to keep themselves out of line of sight, force me to move my T-34s, potentially moving them in front of those Stugs arriving just behind the hill there.
They'll go with their main guns at the guys in
Right, so armour cars up at the church.
Did they shoot today? Don't know whether they did last time.
shoot?
I don't think they did.
I think it did, but I completely squiffed.
Right.
So there'll be 4 to hit.
What's that? 2.
So just the 2 bases, they're okay.
Oh, well, these guys may as well shoot.
Aye, because they just tacticaled over. 3 main guns or 6 MGs?
Three main guns, let's go. 1.
That's the one you want, no? 3 up. That'll do it. I'm going to think. Where are you putting it inside her?
Let's put it in the guys.
Well, I was going to say you passed the fire. Did you want to?
Yeah, inside. Let's put it inside.
Right, so you might as well do somebody who's in bulletproof cover there.
Moving along here. No, well, I think maybe. Is it, what do you think? 2.
I
One
think.
of we well, they're concealed in.
Yeah. So they are going for artillery here. 2 shots. So it'll be 3 normally, 4 range, 5.
5.
Concealment. I take it they don't have slow firing or any such thing, do
No, I
they?
don't think so. No. They're brutal.
Oh,
No,
great.
they are slow firing. They are
Right.
slow
Okay. So 6s.
6s.
No.
And then the artillery. We'll try.
Wait. Try range in here again.
Yeah, let's try.
Might as well. This is your main focus.
So first attempt it would be 5s.
5s, yeah.
No. No, come on then. No.
Artillery's failed to turn up today apart from that smoke barrage.
Yeah. And that will be me.
Right, okay, so really just manoeuvring to see if you can get some pressure down on here, and I am manoeuvring to try and stop that pressure. Soviet turn 8 movement is going to start with a dash move from the T-34s at the hill there, behind the wood, so they're out of line of sight of the Stugs. I can't really get them into a real sort of firing position this turn, so I might as well get them over there for subsequent turns as soon as possible. But it looks like they're going to be a turn too late for the platoon behind the hill, so they're going to have to make a move. I'm going to pass a blitz move, and then I'm going to attempt cross checks. 3 of them pass, so they're going to move out into the field beside the Hetzers, so I can get 3 out of 4 with side shots. I'm hoping to gut that Hetzer platoon, just leaving the Syringes, which I'm hoping the reserves and the survivors of this T-34 platoon can deal with. Right folks, so this is going to be Soviet turn 8 shooting, and it's really just going to concentrate on this. So I've got to have 3 shots where I'm hitting you in the flank in the open, right? So we're looking for 4s. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's even cocked. 1 hit. And then 1 in the front. That's missed as well. This is just...
So we're just going to go through this.
Aye, and 1 indeed. So what 1 do I want to be dead? The nearest one dead.
Too close to...
Yeah.
So that was my HQ, so
Oh dear folks. I mean, I could have probably got 2 of them and maybe stood a chance, but it's not going to happen. And you know what, there's other shooting that could be done over the other side, but I'm not going to do it because it's not going to affect the game. I could maybe kill a base of infantry or 2. I'm going to try and range in my artillery on these guys, just, you never know. Right, 4 will do it. So 1, 2, 3. They've all been hit.
So maybe did you get that one?
No, not really, because I mean, for what I can see, I'm really going to have to stick it here.
Okay, this one.
Ooh.
So
Chance to kill, chance to bail. So the kill is dead and the bail is bail. So that's something. They're dashing over to try and get involved in the fight. That could have gone better in terms of, I was lucky to get that, to be honest, but maybe just one hetzer left on the last stand, but that's not happened, so they can about face maybe some risky blitzes needed, about face and have a go at me. Though some of them will be in the front arc, so we'll see what you decide to do, but it's really going to come down to what happens over here, and then, you know, we've got those Stugs over there who can get involved in the fight too. It's going to get quite nasty. We're into turn 9, folks.
Oh, Hungarian, turn 9, starting step. Try and get my armoured car back in.
Let's not worry about them over there, because
he might win. And pin, no, none of that.
so it's a question of, oh right, does he get back in? He does. Right, so it's a question of what you're going to do now. You've got these guys, are they going to go in the attack, or are they going to try and support this attack?
I think they are going to support this attack, because
right.
They can get up to...
Hungarian turn 9 movement, well, starting with the Stugs, advancing along the road there to put some fire into the rear of the T-34s in the field. And then a little bit of movement from the Hetzers so that they can get their guns pointing against me in the field there too. And the Zerinjis, they're going to move down towards that objective and also to start shooting up my rather isolated artillery. Right, folks, for some reason it didn't record that turn, and there's a lot happened. So, Peter, platoon by platoon, maybe starting with what did you fire first? Was it the artillery? It was artillery first.
Artillery first, yes. I tried to, I ranged in here.
And you killed one,
Here
which was pretty good going. And then Stugs.
The Stugs had 3 shots over here.
Killing a bale.
Killed the bale. And then the Hetzers, what did they do?
They got They got a bale.
A bale, and then
He
got a bale as
double
well.
bale and a failed in motivation.
And then he failed to...
He hit, and I made my 2 saves because of the brutal. So 1 bale down left over there, folks. It's not looking good. So hopefully we can play this game to a conclusion. There's not much happening over there. I will do some mad shenanigans next turn with infantry, but oh, you never fired your armoured cars up at the...
I did not?
No.
Oh well, that's good.
So do that.
2 hits.
3 hits, I think, 'cause did I fire last turn?
I don't think you did.
I don't think I did actually. They made the save anyway. It wouldn't be enough to pin them. Right, can I survive the next turn? Soviet turn 9. First of all, a remount. Oh, give me a break. At least it stays, but I just can't get any. I think I passed 1 remount and it was with a reroll. And that's it for motivation, folks. Soviet turn 9 movement is going to start with a suicidal, but what the hell what am I going to do? Suicidal assault against these Stugs. If these were the Berlin type Soviets, then this would probably be a good move, but as they don't have Fausts, it's probably a bad move. The reinforcing T-34s are going to make a tactical move up onto the hill. It's really awkward here to get them in a position where they can get line of sight because of the other hill. So there's a bit of shenanigans here, but I'm basically going to have to split my fire between Hetzers and Zerinjis. Soviet turn 9 shooting. What am I going to do? 2 are going for... I'm assuming these guys will be behind the hill, right? Yeah. So 2 are going to go for him, and 2 are going to go for him. Right, so long range, 5.
Alright, for this, are you going for both of them? 5?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, first of all, it'll be they 2 going for him. 1 hit. So your armour will go up to 8.
8.
Your bale will go 8. And then after, well, it doesn't really matter because I can't see him anyway. They'll both fire together. Get one hit.
One hit.
Front hammer going up to 8 again.
Come on, boy.
Oh, for goodness sake, man. I can't see. I can't get any traction at all. Not even in a firepower. That's it. Oh, right, over here it's going to be just a mad mash just to try and, I don't know, try and do something, but it's not going to help.
So they'll all get in.
No, you're going to do your defensive
Right,
fire.
right, right. Oh, sorry.
9 dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You just need 3s. Right, okay, that's going to be 8 saves. That's just the way it's going, folks. 2, 4, 6, 7. Someone's going to double up. You'd see double up on the commissar. Right, so he's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just to make things easier, we'll just say that platoon's dead. It's not going to take any further part in the game, and I think it's really going to, for the sake of time, come down to what happens over here. It's turn 10, folks. We're just going to ignore that side of the table, right? There's potential to go run, but we're just going to fight it out over here, right? The Stoogs can certainly keep coming over, but first of all, with a remount.
He's only confident. He's 4.
He's fine. He's more than confident. So, on to movement. Hungarian turn 10 movement is going to see one of the hits as just making a normal move up onto the hill for better line of sight. The other one can stay put and shoot. And the Stoogs, they're getting pretty close now. You know, they can get up there and start shooting at the reinforcements on the hill and get right over to support that attack.
Shooting. Let's shoot. Let's shoot with. Let's shoot over here.
Right.
So this guy is going to shoot at this guy.
Okay.
And he's going to shoot at him.
Right, now, everyone's got on the ground. Right, so normally 3, 4 concealment, 5 on the
5.
ground, 6 for you.
Yeah.
Right. You're not supposed to hit me. Right, and then him against him. Same again. You're not supposed to do
I'll
that.
probably aim at him.
Right, him there.
Yeah.
And that's too close. He's a goner. No, you've got to pass £5 for it. Right, so £5 in the gun. And £5 in him.
Yeah.
That's a pity. He was supposed to stay alive. You're not supposed to hit me on 6s. Right.
And then let's. I need to get rid of him.
Not really. You kill, well. Here, short range. You could be.
Let's shoot with these guys.
Right, okay, long range, so you're looking for force. What's it? HQ and platoon, how do you want to do it?
Yeah, let's get rid of the HQ.
Right, so you'll attach.
1.
Right, so you target him, I'll try mistaken target. I get it, I could have done with that as a save. What do you think? 3 and nah. Which one are you going for?
Anyway, it's not the HQ.
Well,
Go for this one. Or if can I see him?
I was kind of on the other side, so it's him there, right? These guys, what's their plan?
I've got to get rid of this. I've got to make sure. So he'll shoot at him.
Right.
Or he'll shoot at him.
Right, that's fine. So, right, so he'll be looking for 3s. Oh, but he moved, didn't he?
He did move.
So that's a 4.
So
Still rolling 6
again.
as you. But he has at least matched you, so don't worry, I never pass these remounts. So I
we
don't
have.
think-
We have.
And him up there looking for 4s.
Or do I?
Declared it.
Did I just say
Yeah.
that? Yes, I did.
But I'd rather you shot at him anyway, but on you go. Right, are you going for
Yes, let's go for him.
a mistake target? Oh, see, I only need a 3 of a mistake target. I keep rolling bloody 6s. And then for the save, I roll a 2.
So
That's ridiculous, man. Oh, it's just beyond ridiculous. Just getting. Which one do you want to go for?
this
one.
This one.
You want that one, eh?
So that's all my shooting. So the only thing
Oh no, I passed my mistake target for this one and that one.
So I'm going.
Right, going for assault. So
4.
clubber me.
Come on. Yeah, 10s again.
Right.
6s again.
So I have to motivate a die. I die. Right, so everyone within 6.
They've got a tactical, haven't they?
No.
Do they not?
No, they're big heavy guns, so you can consolidate.
Yeah. I'll just
Right, and then shoot and scoot with that wee Duke platoon commander.
no.
Right, okay, so I think it's over to me. Oh, sorry. Oh, your artillery. Oh, right, yeah. Stick your artillery down on top of there, guys.
Right, so at 5 to range in.
Yeah.
First 10. First of 10. That's good. I'm getting lots of 6s now. So I'm hitting in 3s. No. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Right, sorry. Right, so is that it?
Yes.
Right, okay. Let's see if we can get through the last turn. So, Soviet turn 10 or something like that. Last stand. Well, sort of remount. He gets in. Last stand for him. He stays, another one stays. Right, but I wouldn't even worry too much about that. Soviet turn 10 movement. So I'm going to use the wood and the hill to try and stay out of line of sight off the Stugs. There's not a lot of Hungarians left around here, folks. If I just get a couple of decent dice rolls, I can finish them off. They've got poor side armour. I've got a tactical of 12, anti-tank 12. Surely I can do something this turn. I'm not quite sure what turn it is. I've no idea what turn it is, to be honest. So, shooting. I'm going to start here. He's going to get one shot. Going for a 4. Of course, another one. Same for him, he rolls a 2. Same for him, he rolls a 6. Okay, so 5 power on that guy.
Yeah, so that's my side's rubbish. Then.
Oh, so it's just 5 power on top of my guy. Roll it. I've actually killed something, he's dead. And that is my turn. So,
that guy.
yeah. So, we'll quickly move on to Peter now. So, we'll just capture this for tabletop. So, he's going to try and blitz. Oh, I keep throwing 6s.
There's the last stand here.
Oh, sorry, motivation last stand, yeah. Oh, it's alright, it's just another V6. There's definitely investigation about these Hungarian dice. So you got a 4-inch move anyway on your hits, or are they in command?
Yeah, I think it should be.
Oh, they're not, so you can't blitz.
Right, well.
You got a 4-inch move for him. It's not quite going to get you in line of sight, and then you'll just have to move.
Right.
And then he can do a tactical.
Yeah, well, let's move.
I get into the side of me, yeah. 10-inch can get him right up.
There. That's good. He can get a shot at the HQ, can't he? Because it's in the front.
Who's this, sorry?
Him and him.
Yeah.
So he can.
Well, actually, if it's any point past, if I'm any point past, just so you can do it. It's no wagging over millimetres, folks. So he can turn to face. Right now, your Stugs.
Yes, can they get in?
I don't know if they can get any shots in anyone because I'm right behind the hill in the wood. But you want to get them over, you can dash them. So what's it? 18-inch.
18-inch. So that takes him to there.
Okay. Well, that's. Let me think. I think that's. You just stop there because that would be terrain. If you see what I mean, you can't. It's not cross country. It's not a cross check.
What's the terrain dash? Is that to 20?
It'll be something like 16.
16.
So you'll still be able to get to here, and then you can try to follow me.
Yeah.
Right. So we can do 4 inches to there, and then no. But it gets one a bit further up. Right. But this is where it's all going to come down to.
So okay, so 2 shots. They both we'll go here first. So
right.
He'll shoot. Well, he'll shoot at him.
Right.
He'll shoot at
him. Well, unless you wanted to. Right. You've got to keep him in. Right. Move him up on the hill. Right. And that way, staying in command.
Yep.
And you can clobber him because you can shoot over your tank.
So that's and he'll right. So okay,
right,
for him.
So him going for him there. 4.
Concealed.
No, because of the height.
So, but he moved.
Yep.
So it's. Oh, excuse me.
And then once again a 4. Oh, bugger. Right, so my side is 5. Oh,
So that equals.
yep, so chance to bail. Oh, it's fine. Let's hope for a wee bit of luck. Right, he's going for him.
Yeah.
A 1 and a 6. Right, so your anti-tank is 10. I'm going to have to take it on him, but if I do... No, I've got to try... I can't. It's got to go on him. It's too close. Oh, stop rolling ones for my saves. Right, he's dead. That will end my... oh no, that's 2 different platoons. I might be in it for another turn. Right, so I'm going to try my warrior save, actually. Right? No, I can't. I can't roll anything beyond. Right, so he's dead. Right, so in your turn, you can think about shooting scooting.
Only with this guy.
Yes.
Do I want to do... Yeah, let's try it.
Yep.
Yeah, so what can he do? Can he... Yeah, let's go on.
Right. Okay. End of your turn. And folks, we'll just go straight into mine. Does he get back in? Yes. Does he stay? No. End the game. End the game. Right, we'll go over for a recap.
That was a slog.
So there you go, folks. I have to say that my luck wasn't great in that game. You've seen the amount of times where I had chances to save, I just never did it. Or if I was doing mistaken target, I'd roll the 6 for that and then roll like a 2 for my armour save. And there was chances where I was in the right position and could have expected better results. So I'm not too happy with my luck there. It probably have just been a draw, however, if my luck had have been any better. I don't think the way these forces were matched up that I had much chance of getting a win. Now let me think, what's left? Right, he's there, you'll deal with him, no bother at all. You maybe would have to do a last stand, but it wouldn't affect your formation. You could still
I'm still
those 2 there. I thought it was that was such a long, difficult game for me. It's hard for me to actually think about anything other than frustrating dice. But Peter, what did you think?
It was quite a close game. I think it made a big difference me being careful. That saved me a lot of times, and the dice didn't help you.
Your artillery was awful.
I mean, I don't know. Kill a tank.
Kill a tank, but they spent most of the game pinned down. Mine was pretty awful too. This unit of mortars that normally does really good, I just failed every firepower apart from 2 maybe. So, like I said, if I got my firepower's over here, I had my infantry platoon here, I mean, 5 T-34s.
I was with the 6 tubes. I was quite keen to keep moving out of the template, so because there wasn't anything threatening there at the time, so I could move about, which didn't help you.
But certainly, from my experience with these T-34s, you need to have them together as a mob to put as many dice down range at the same target as possible, and then you kind of stand a chance. So on this mission, it's probably not the best mission for them. They don't stand much chance. And also, having a good anti-tank gun platoon is probably not the best mission either. If I was going to play this again, I maybe would choose defend for the list on the assumption that if I'm playing manoeuvre or attack, there's every chance that I won't have an ambush. So imagine that anti-tank 11 careful anti-tank gun platoon sitting there to ambush tanks, then that could give the edge for the T-34s to push on. But it's good to see I went for the Hungarians. It's a list that will struggle against heavies.
Yeah.
But so what? Not everybody brings heavies. I mean, everyone might bring King Tigers now, but you just have to play the mission and defeat the King Tiger that way, I suppose. But it was good to see it, and Rob can hold his head up with his list.
It wasn't nothing to do with me.
No. You never even picked a list, and you're trying to take the credit for it. That's just...
It was Rob's victory.
No, it was a good game. It was just a bit on the long side, and these games can be like that, folks, but we're determined to play it through to a finish for you. So, as always, just leaves us to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing or dropping in to the channel from time to time to see what we're doing. If you'd like to help out the channel, you could hit the subscribe button, and if you hit the bell button, that means we'll definitely see you all on the next one. Cheers.
Cheers.